And welcome back. Time for this week's Capital Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitalBeatOK.com. Pat, the cost of workers' compensation insurance for state businesses declined now for the second year in a row. Do you think that this means the reforms that the legislature passed have worked?
Well, economically, they've worked. Certainly, the National Council on Compensation Insurance, which does a loss cost estimate every year for the workers' comp system, projects a 7.8% decline in costs this coming year. That's 22.4% for 2 years. These lower costs were predicted by advocates of workers' comp reform, and so far the projections are proving them not only correct but kind of spectacularly so. Jonathan Small at OCPA describes this as an amazing impact. The chamber estimates as much as $260 million a year in savings for business. People at the new workers' comp administrative system say that it is 220, something like that. On the other hand, Bob Burke says, the attorney, very respected attorney, a strong advocate of workers' comp, says that there are at least 50 parts of the underlying law that are unconstitutional. The court struck down 5 of them. So you've got massive litigation that's probably going to come. You have these two systems working parallel, and there's many other particulars in Bob's criticism. But is it working? It's working as projected in terms of the economics. The big question is going to be the law. The savings are undeniable. So we'll see how this plays out, and if there are constitutional deficiencies in the eyes of the state Supreme Court, whether those can be fixed statutorily.
Okay, so we'll be revisiting this
right.
issue. All right, this is the 75th anniversary of the publication of Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath. The local CityRep theater has opened a theatrical version of the story. Why do you think that this story has had such national endurance and obviously has endured so well here in Oklahoma?
Yeah, something that deserves an hour documentary,
yeah.
You know. It's arguably the most honored work in the history of American literature. It won the Pulitzer Prize and the National Book Award when it came out. A year later, it was made into a film, the famous movie with Henry Fonda playing Tom Joad. Won 2 Academy Awards. When it was converted into a play in the 1990s, won the top awards on Broadway. I mean, it's really hard to overstate its significance. It's a story of loss and deprivation. It gives context to suffering, the kind of suffering we're seeing in the world right now, either in the case of natural disaster, the Dust Bowl, or in the case of economic collapse, the Great Depression. I remember when I was a boy and our family was traveling, and an innkeeper got mad at my father and described us as GD Okies. And my dad said, and proud of it.
Right.
And we left. It's a reverse grape of wrath is happening now, people coming from California back to Oklahoma. I'll just end with Tom Joad's final words. I left in love, laughter, and truth. Wherever truth, love, and justice abide, I am there in spirit. That's why it's endured.
You can read more about these and other topics at CapitalBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a great day.